A lot of amazing, highly anticipated games came out in 2015, but despite the challenge, I was able to compile a list of my top 10 games. I hope you guys enjoy as I draw my 2015 in gaming. Number 10. Battlefield Hardline. Traditionally, Battlefield is usually a military-based game fraught with international conflict and seedy betrayal by your superiors. But with Battlefield Hardline, they upped the ante. Now it's national conflict and seedy betrayal by your superiors. Relying a bit more on the stealth aspect and less on the shoot now and ask questions later trope was incredibly appealing to me. Number 9. Xenoblade Chronicles for the 3DS. The moment I had this game in my DS, it was really hard for me to put it down. The team attack combos, the collecting and crafting, and not to mention the jumping. Unfortunately, I forgot the name of Shulk's blade. I just wish they said it more. Number 8. Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. Final Fantasy XIV is notorious for its amazing design, and being able to finally explore the breathtaking skies above Eorza was like a dream. The greatest surprise to me was the enemies that awaited me there. Never before have I had such inner conflict when defeating an enemy. Fortunately, I was able to stop getting aggro cuddles and safely snuggle them after getting a Gala kitten. Man, love hurts. Number 7. Rise of the Tomb Raider. The first installment of this reboot was such an amazing playthrough for me, and the thought of being able to play more was invigorating. They applied new mechanics and crafts to an already engaging creation system. But there was one thing about Rise of the Tomb Raider that more or less stayed the same. Lara still gets hit with arrows, bullets, axes, spears, rocks, bones, fire, sticks, and the occasional snowball. But she never lets that stop her. She gets right back up and carries on, or hangs suspended until she can free herself. Number 6. Splatoon. Nintendo's delve into the rebranding of a first-person shooter was initially looked at with low expectations, but they went above and beyond by creating such a fun new way to play such a straightforward genre. Not only was it a platformer, but it had an online element that didn't rely on the relentless murder of other players. Instead, you could paint everything and everyone in sight. Now the real question is, does that make me a squid or a kid? Number 5. Grand Theft Auto 5. This would have easily made it as my game of the year. Man, I just love drugs and stealing cars and getting them honeys. I'm as street as they come. Nah, I'm just kidding. I still technically have never physically played a single Grand Theft Auto. My real number 5 is Super Mario Maker. Nintendo's celebration to 30 years of Mario allowed you to create your own side-scrolling levels. And being able to create in your favorite version of Super Mario made it even more fun. For me, it was all of the throwbacks to Mario Paint. Even the bug swatting game is in there. I remember playing Super Mario Paint on the living room floor like it was just yesterday. Now I'm diving headfirst into my Wii U gamepad to troll my friends. I grew up so fast. Number 4. Heroes of the Storm. It's like Blizzard was reading our minds and our hearts when they released Heroes. All of your favorite characters in an arena, collecting doubloons, and using super OP precision strikes across the map while you're cloaked and using your holograms to fake out turrets and snipe Murky before he drops fucking egg. Number 3. Overwatch. I know, it's technically not out yet, but this beta made it onto my list because of how it redefined the first-person shooter genre for me. Its beautiful style, broad array of unique original characters, and playstyle created the perfect stepping stone to venture into a new land. The prodigious land of shooters, teabaggers, and ragers. Literal campers like Bastion, which is why I drew myself as Tracer, giving it to him from behind, because nobody likes campers, Bastion. Number 2. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Nintendo, the only true love of mine, louder than the rest, and this game really needs no introduction. Majora's Mask has always been my favorite Legend of Zelda installment, and to have it revamped for such a suitable system made me love it even more. I still think that clock runs a little fast. It's day 3 already? Hurry, finish the temple, deposit rubies, saga time, dang it! Stupid moon. Number 1. Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was my first step into the series, and it took the wind out of me in the best way possible. I love that my experience could be so drastically different from the ones my friends were having. Building settlements, weapons, seeing the incredible attention to detail, and the charming interactions. Some of my funniest moments in gaming came from the glitches that exist in Fallout 4. While some saw them as a drawback, to me, it added to the entire unbelievable experience. Glitches like the Provisioner Brahmins spawning on roofs like this one here. Oh, it's so cute! Now, I'm sure you guys are wondering why these amazing games are sitting on my honorable mentions list. You're saying, Pam, The Witcher got Game of the Year, or Metal Gear Solid was one of the most anticipated games of any franchise that exists. Well, let me add to the hatred and confusion by admitting that I haven't actually played either of these games this year. I've heard, seen, and even smelled some of the mind-blowing things about them, but I couldn't in my right mind put a game on this list that I haven't played yet. I apologize to anyone who feels betrayed by my horrible show of time management, but I'm gonna play them, okay? Well, these doodles about sum up my 2015 in gaming. If you feel like sharing your own doodles, hit me up on Twitter at Pamela Horton13. Make sure you click like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in 2016.
Whoa. How did these even get here?
Santa's magical.
Okay, I don't trust
You know,
this
you
shape.
nice as Santa.
I want
Ooh,
this
this is
I'll take
heavy.
This one? This one?
No, like it's literally heavy. It's weights.